Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Caster Challenges. Today I am here with a very, very special guest. I am here with Madals, caster for SC2 England, or has cast on SC2 England, including such fantastic events such as I-46, an amazing event. Welcome, Madals.
Welcome. I'm very happy to be here.
You're welcoming me to my own show. I'm flattered. It's fantastic.
Welcome to everyone, not just you, to like everyone watching. So
welcome,
I
audience.
don't want to welcome you. You're here, aren't you? Obviously.
I am. I was here first. Welcome me to welcome this. All right, I'm just going to start the game. All right, for those of you who don't know what the idea of the show is, basically, Madals is going to do a solo cast of this game, and I will be giving him challenges and constraints throughout the game. And every time I want to give him a constraint, I will say stop. And then he can just go on as he wants. So to start off with, you can cast in your normal style.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to ace it, don't worry. Everything's going to go good.
As soon as we're in the game, that is.
Yeah, as soon as we're in the game. Just like that awkward moment, just like when someone isn't loading. But
then the whole thing crashes.
The map is a Hana. That's the one thing we can know for sure. The two players are Moomin and Drolla. So they're both masters. They should be pretty good. It's pretty evenly matched, so I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, here we go. We're in the game. So in the lower right position, let me introduce through Time, who is Drolla. He is the orange Protoss player in the lower right. In the top left position, we have Moomin as the pink Terran player. The map is Ahana. Now, I really like Ahana as a map. I hated it when it first came into the map pool because I don't really know why, it was just a bit awkward, but I really quite like it now. I mean, especially in PvT, I think it opens up a lot of interesting things to do, specifically the natural base. I really like the way it all goes down because, let's face it, it's got a very narrow ramp into the natural, which means that it's quite easy to secure your natural base, and you can even go for a full wall off because obviously the rocks at the back mean you can just knock them down, expand your third base, and everything's good. But ultimately, we're in a Protoss v Terran game. Now, I like to think of PvT in three main phases. The phase 1, where gateway units are crazy good. Phase 2 is when the Terran player gets stim and those Marines and medevacs just kill everything, and really the only response to that mass infantry is, at the end of the day, getting either Colossus for their splash damage or High Templar for their storm. Obviously, you can get things like Archons or Charging Zealots or anything like that, but generally speaking, that's the main constraints. And the Terran player can only really deal with the Colossus in ways of, well, Vikings, and deal with the High Templar with Ghosts and obviously an EMP. So they're the main ways we'll see this game go. But in terms of expansions, it does flow quite nicely. As I said, natural base, quite easy to get up. Then obviously your third, nice and simple. Fourth base, you'll come down to this side position here, or here.
Right, stop. Alright, I want you to swap the letters O and I around in every word you say.
Wow. That's difficult. I'm trying to think. O and I.
O and I.
I don't know I can even do that.
Do you want me to skip it?
Yeah, skip that one. That is way too confusing.
Alright, I apologise for that one then. Okay, in the style of a weather forecast.
Oh, in the style of a weather forecast. Well, as you can see today, coming in from the south coast, we do have a very nice view of a cybernetics core. Now, cybernetics core have been known to warp in some units, especially after they've spent the time researching the ability. And that can really mean a bit of a bad time if you're planning for a picnic near a pylon, because nothing ruins it like a stalker warping in next to you. But as we can see, a command center is falling right now and is already constructing up into something that could be quite useful later on. And I mean, sort of things you can expect from a command center is obviously a steady supply of SCVs will be coming out of there. The minerals will be flowing nicely, and obviously if you are a gardener, that is something that you will absolutely love because it will allow you to harvest your crops so effectively. Now, we do see that the SCV pressure here is being moved out from a Zealot. Now, these two bands moving together, but the SCV going off towards the east, to the west rather, while the Zealot continues north towards the Watchtower vicinity. Now, just taking a look around over at the Terran area of this map, we do have two barracks placed. Now, those two barracks initially will just be staying there, although the ability is always there for them to float off into the distance should they want, especially if we do get into a situation such as a base race. Now,
alright, stop. You must lie or give misleading information.
Okay, now these two refineries going down, that means one thing and one thing only. Nothing but command centers getting built. By getting those refinery down, you increase the amount of minerals you are able to gather in a short amount of time because all of your SCVs are dedicated. That means we'll see no tech, we'll see absolutely no form of gas units being produced at any point in this map. Now, this extra expansion coming out for Droller right now, well, that's just going to really hurt his economy. I mean, I don't think it's good. It's really putting him into an all-in situation, and there's nothing the Moomin can do about that. I mean, I expect to see any moment hundreds of units going across the map, and really Droller is just going to completely win this game within the next 30 seconds. I can't see any way Moomin can defend it. I mean, Mules, they're incredibly underpowered. I mean, I don't know about you guys watching at home, but mules, they should mine more minerals because just the fact that why? What's the point of them? It's a waste of 50 energy. I mean, I really honestly think using cooldown supply on every single 50 energy from an orbital command is a far better use than getting mules. And I mean, scanning, you can always scan in the main base. I personally really feel it's useful scanning in the corners of the map. You never know what's going to be hiding up there. So make sure, guys, always scan the corners of the map. Now, we do have what appears to be an upgrade being researched. That isn't actually right. Now, I always feel that getting that +1 infantry weapons, it reduces the ability of your Marines to deal damage. It just generally makes your army less efficient. And I always feel getting nanosteel frame as your first upgrade is so superior, especially in the early game. Now, sentries, obviously, they are an absolutely great air unit. They are just so powerful. I mean, compared to their Void Ray equivalent, I mean, there's just no comparison. Yes, the Void Ray...
Okay, stop. You are completely bored of Wings of Liberty and want to go play Heart of the Swarm.
So, as you can see, we do have a sentry down. To be honest, I'd rather see a Tempest. Like, Tempest, they are such good units. Like, seriously, have you guys seen them? And I mean, like, yeah, there's the possibility Droller can go for carriers, but let's face it, carriers are so 2010. Why would you get them ever? Now, you know, seriously, Marines. Why Marines? Like, honestly, have you seen some of the Terran options available in Heart of the Swarm? They are absolutely amazing. Like, seriously, they are just absolutely incredible. I reckon some Hellions. I mean, if Hellion battle mode was here now, this would just be gone. Droller would be out. He would be completely decimated. Oh my god, those battle mode Hellions are so damn good. Literally. I would just like build them all the time. Just like imagine 45 battle mode Hellions. They would just be absolutely astounding. And I mean, yeah, force fields and yeah, you could get an immortal or something, but seriously, come on, no one gets that sort of thing. And the Oracle as well. Oh my god, Oracles! Seriously, have you seen some of the stuff they can do? Yeah, there's all this complaining about, oh, they serve such a similar role to observers, but like seriously, who's gonna build an observer when you can build an Oracle? Like, imagine an Oracle right now; it'd just be like flying across the map, and everything would be completely good. And yeah, blings coming out and things like that, and that's fair enough. Yeah, fine, +1 armor, infantry armor's on its way, and yeah, a push is coming. All Marines.
Okay, stop. You can only talk in 3-word sentences.
Marines are coming. Force fields needed. Factory is scouting. Double barracks producing. 2 stalkers warping.
This is just turning into a Dr. Zeus novel.
2 forges researching. Probes are mining. Gas is harvesting. Supply depots building.
Okay, stop. In the style of a fairy tale.
Once upon a time, there was a player called Moomin. They came round the back with lots of marines and medevacs with a scouting factory. The rocks were attacked briefly, but unfortunately, the big bad Droller did manage to scout it, and the push was forced away. The magical observer was floating in the sky, revealing everything that Droller would require to need to know to push forward. And to be honest, this Protoss player, he was not like any Protoss player you have ever seen. He was the greatest Protoss player of them all. And Moomin daringly tried to go up against him, daringly tried to push forward, and is still considering the move, but it takes a long time. It is a perilous journey forward. It is absolutely fraught with dangers of force fields of immortals, stalkers and zealots. Nobody will know what they will face. The Marines, boldly moving, boldly scanning, picking off the observer as best they can.
Okay,
And
stop. You must. There, you must call every unit OP and explain why.
well, let's just say Marines. They are OP. I don't even have to explain why. Marines, seriously, you are just going to win everything. Like, I don't even get why Terran players make anything else. Oh my god, Colossus. Okay, scrap everything I said about Marine. Colossus are stupidly overpowered. Like, have you seen, like, mass Colossus against mass Marine? The Colossus wins. What the hell is up with that? Protoss players just 1A all the way across the map with Colossus. They are that easy. Scanning. Seriously, who made orbital commands? Like, mules, for a start, that is overpowered. Like, come on. How many minerals are mined a minute? And then scans are free, unavoidable way to get absolutely all the information you need from your opponent. That is pretty overpowered, I like to think. And then, say you get supply block, no worries, I've got an orbital command. I guess I'll just call down some supply. How simple is that? Like Terrans, do you just need a way to fix any problem you have? And obviously, you got medevacs. Let's just face it, medevacs are for people who can't micro prop. You're like, oh no, my units are dying. I won't micro them. I'll just wait for a medevac to heal them. And guess what? You don't even have to do anything for the medevacs to heal. They have it on auto cast. Auto cast. Like, seriously, why not just make them auto move? Why not make Marines auto split? Seriously, how simple could it be with medevacs? Now, I'm sorry, pylons as well. Let's just face it, pylons, you can warp in, you can wall off with them. They give you supply. Like, how many tricks do you want with one of those? And this factory, like, seriously, a scouting factory, who else, which other race has a building you can scout with? But it's not just a factory, you've got starports and barracks, and yet again, those bloody orbital commands, they're able to scout everything, aren't they? So why
Okay,
not...
stop. I'm going to mute the in-game sound on my end, and you must add your own in-game sound effects.
Ooh, as you can hear, the Nexus and pylons are building. Ooh, and we do have more things being built. Ooh. Up on the Marine side, they're all just sitting there being like, oh, it's a bit shitty being a Marine, you know, just sitting around here, just waiting to go and attack. What am I going to do? And there's Vikings up there like... just flowing around. They're not doing anything at the moment, the Vikings. They are literally just sitting there. And the medevacs are just like, they're going like... Hey, I'm a medevac. Except in a female voice. I can't do the female voice though. But anyway, so far we've got the minerals being mined, and like those SCVs, those drills are so quiet. They're just like, and then they just kind of buzz over with their rocket packs, like, and then deliver the minerals. And minerals are really quiet things when they put down. They're just kind of like chink, chink as they stack all up. But here we go. We've got a little bit of fighting going on nowhere, so nothing really interesting. Oh, some warpins going in. That's like, ooh, as like the stack. Oh, we've got an Archon morphing in, which is like kind of a real airy sound. A scan. That is all pretty cool as well. I don't even know where that scan went off, but it went somewhere. And oh, there's another scan.
All right, stop. You are now drunk and or high.
Oh man, look at all of the Marines. How many Marines there are? Oh god, all of the pylons. The pylons are dying. Oh, the Zealot. That Zealot is such a dude. I love the Zealot. Oh, the Zealot. The Archon just wants a hug. Give him a hug. Man, that is not cool. Force fields. Dude, what are you doing? That is outrageous. No, shut up. You shut up. No, your mum. You. No, you. What? Oh, I don't care anymore. Just get me another drink. Ooh, that is some pretty colours. They're really pretty colours. Can you see those colours? It's like I can
Alright, stop. Try and fit in as many innuendos as you can.
So, those stalkers are moving across the map, you know, scuttling a little bit, if you know what I mean. Just kind of like creeping along, you know what it's like. Yeah, I'm sure some of you know what creeping's a bit like. And, well, we got those Vikings. They got long-range missiles, you know. It's not the size that matters, it's just the range you can shoot them at, is what I like to say. Colossus there, well, they've got an extended thermal lance, if you know what I mean. There's no Mrs. Colossus who aren't very happy about that, especially after it's upgraded. Bet some of you would like an upgrade on your thermal lance. Anyway, what else is going on? We've got those Marauders and Marines, a little stim pack. Oh, I'm sure some of you are getting close to the age where you need a little stim pack, if you know what I mean. Just take a little one, go twice as fast for twice as long. You do lose some health points, so be careful when you're taking them. Now, well, we do have some movement over. There's a Guardian Shield. I mean, it's always good to be safe. I always like to make sure I wrap my units in a Guardian Shield. It's a great thing to do. You don't want any baby probes coming out or anything like that, do you? So, anyway, the Viking is going to get completely destroyed. Oh, I wouldn't like to be that Viking. That's going to ache in the morning. Anyway, the scan that's going off revealing everything. Definitely a bit too revealing, those scans, I reckon. But who knows what else will come down now. We are seeing that level 3 weapon upgrade. Now, that is going to be one powerful weapon. Now, that is a tool I would not like to get in the way of. So, yet more scans going off. Wow, Moomin likes revealing everything. Oh,
Alright, stop. I'm not sure how good your impressions are, but in the style of Mickey Mouse.
Hey, Pluto, we've got a whole ton of Protoss units moving. I'm doing this so terribly. Zealots, they're all.
Alright, let's change it quickly. In the style of your favourite cartoon.
Oh, my favourite cartoon.
Or any cartoon you think you can do an impression of.
Okay, I'll do it as Bender from Futurama. Bite my shiny Colossus ass. There you go. That was my bit of cartoon. Give me another one. Go, bang.
Okay, in the most camp way possible.
Oh man, those zealots, just look at the way they run. Oh, and it's a GG. Oh, wasn't that cute? Oh my god. That was such a brilliant engagement. It was absolutely fabulous.
Alright, that is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Madals, for coming on the show.
No problem.
Alright, and I usually try and fit this one in the show sometimes, but it hasn't been able to. So where can people find you?
People can find me at either www.youtube.com/Madals91, which is of course SC2 England. You can also find me on quite a few of Definitive Esports events because I cast a lot for them, so any tournaments they run. Otherwise, just live events I'm ever at and things like that.
Alright, and do you have anything left to say before we head off and shut down the show?
I can't do a Mickey Mouse impression. I'm just going to practice it from now on. But
that is great to hear. I expect to see it at the next event you do cast.
I'll make sure I do it.
Sounds excellent. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Evil Guy 13. This has also been Madals. Thank you all for watching Caster Challenges, and I will see you all next time.